Hey guys, my name is Joe and today we're going to talk about engineer flooring, and this is my first video. You're going to hear noise in the background, compressors, nailers, whatever, but the main thing is to save you money. And I want to talk about a quote that I got for my floor from a flooring company. Won't say the name. 700 square feet, and they were going to charge me $3,000 to install. Decided that I would tackle it and install it myself. Want to show you a couple things. First, this is the engineer flooring. As you can see, a lot better flooring. One downfall with this flooring is you can't use a mop. You can never wet this floor. So you never recommend putting this in an area where you could have flooding or water problems for sure. I'm going to show you how I started the first row to give you a rough idea. The first row is everything. So the first row, when we started, you got to make sure everything is straight. So you can see on the border, on the edge, that we put screws to hold the first row. The screws are there to make sure everything is straight, then they'll be removed and you won't see the hole because your border will hide all the holes. So everything went pretty good once we did the first row. So I want to show you what we're using for nails. Staples that are 1.5 inch staple. Pretty easy to figure out how to use it. I'm not going to do endorsement. I'm not going to tell you the gun I'm using or the brand. You can easily rent the gun at any rental place where they rent tools. Pretty straightforward. Basically, this is the gun, and this is where you'll put your staples. What you want to do is every time you're going to use this gun, you want to have the gun sitting directly on top of the lip. So your nails or your nails will go actually into the lip over here sideways. So your other piece will interlock into your groove here, your staples. So just going to give you a demonstration of how it works. I'm going to turn the compressor on. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do maybe a couple rows and show you how to do it. Pretty easy, straightforward. We put an underlay here, as you can see. The underlay is to stop the moisture from going through and being absorbed in your floor. And also it's probably one of the best one, made out of cork, waterproof also. So let me just take the compressor and show you how easy it is. What you're going to do is basically gently tap it with another piece, a scrap piece. It usually slides pretty easy. So you can just gently tap it. And again, you take your time, put your staples in. Let's recommend putting a staple every 11 inches or 12 inches. I This was trial and error because this is my first engineer flooring that I've done. I found that it didn't work as good, and I went with four staples for every board, which the board is roughly 8 feet. So I find that one every 2 feet is better. And you have to be careful because when you're using this, as you can see on the bottom, there's these little things here, these little pieces of steel. They can damage the little lip on your floor. And what's going to happen, I'll show you over here. You will have a tiny little gap in your floor, not very noticeable, but you don't want to see those. So I'm going to show you if I can find it. Here it is. One little gap is here. It'll chip the board just a little bit, so you don't want that. Here's another one right here. You'll see the little chip here. So what you want to do is be very, very easy with this nailer, and you want to take your time until you get the hang of it. And once you get the hang of it, it's very easy. And like I said, a job that would have took a flooring company a day with 2 guys, you're talking thousands of dollars, and I just couldn't, I wasn't feeling too comfortable on spending thousands of dollars on just an install. The floor was expensive. It cost me around $6,000 for this floor. So I didn't want to spend $10,000 on the floor. So that's why I decided to tackle it myself. So we're just going to keep going, and we'll show you a little bit more of it. This is a staple that didn't go all the way in, and this is what happened when you don't hit your hammer hard enough, and you want to pull these out. You don't want to damage the floor, so you're gonna do like this. This is how you pull them out without damaging the floor. Took me a couple tries to learn, and I ruined a couple pieces, but finally got the trick. Let's go over here. I want to show you a couple things we did where the cupboards are going to be for the kitchen. Let's go. Where the kitchen is going to be, what we did is we used some of the scrap pieces. You'll see that some of the pieces are lined up. You're not supposed to have your lines like this anywhere on your floor. You always want to offset your lines. So here we nailed a few pieces that would have been waste, but however, this is going to be kitchen cabinets over here, stove over here, and an island. So you want to use scrap pieces over here. So as you can see, we managed to pass. We managed to pass the door over here. So now it's smooth sailing. Another little problem that we ran into was this little piece here. As you can see, the nailer, well, the staples, we won't be able to staple that piece in. But what we'll do is we'll pry it out this way, and we're gonna brad nail it. We're gonna put these little nails, these tiny little nails, and you won't see it because again, the baseboard's gonna hide all that. And over here also, you're gonna have a door jamb that's gonna be over the floor over here, so you're not gonna see any of this. Of course, you don't wanna see any little pieces like this or like that. But here, another example of things that can go wrong is here in the closet we have to go backwards because our floor, our tongue is this way and our groove is this way. So what you want to do is you're putting your flooring this way. So over here, what we're going to be doing is going backwards. We're going to slide the tongue, we're going to use a little brad nailer, we're going to just go into the groove and nail it. And we're going to work our way backwards. So that's how you do the closet.